Hi, I'm Mike from Kabaq 3D Food Technologies. We make next-generation food, and we're really trying to kind of revolutionize the way that menus are presented through mostly mobile AR, but also virtual reality and many other fields. And let's see this. And we have a very visual product, so I figured I'll just show you. We create photorealistic, lifelike food models, and can push them and optimize them for many different ways. And that's an abrupt end to that video. And so actually, food visualization is an incredibly important thing. It's always been important for food, and every restaurant has known that. It's getting more and more important now with the rise of social media. And so things like Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat have literally changed the way that restaurants make their food and how they present it. And so, this is just a great use case for how our next generation technology is necessary for, presenting amazing looking food in all those same social media channels that changed food to begin with. And so, we think the world's best 3D food models. Maybe most importantly, we can optimize them greatly. We can get them down to around 2 megabytes, which allows us to push them into, every single now, or I should say Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and these types of platforms. And so, if you were to reach out to us and you want it made, our business is basically in 3 parts. We do capture, the process, and the ecosystem. And so the capture process is called through photogrammetry, and so we can do, any photographer in the world should have most of the gear we need. It's completely mobile. They can go to your restaurant, they can shoot it, they can send it back to us in our cloud-based system, and within about 2 weeks we can create your entire menu. In just beautiful 3D models that can be put on the web, can be put on many of our different ecosystem items, which I'll get to later. For us, we obviously have a lot of the kind of wow factor. It's, we make beautiful stuff, but for the most important thing, especially in the restaurant industry, is having, serious benefits, because it's the very low margins in restaurants. So what we want to be able to show is that we can raise check averages, for instance, influence higher margin items. So move from, the kind of regular burger to the supreme burger, for instance. And then maybe most importantly with menus, especially for a crowd like this, is we can give you data and analytics that you can't get on a regular menu, because we can measure your interaction, how long you gaze at it, how you interact with every menu item. And so we've been live now for about 4 months, and our pilot program was before that. We were able to show raised check averages in the pilot program of over 20% over control group. So for a restaurant, that's amazing. If we can get a quarter of that, it's a really significant thing for the restaurant industry. Our go-to-market strategy is, basically we're working now with a bunch of premium brands. We have green-lighted projects with 3 of the top 10 QSRs in the country, which were quick service retail, sorry. So huge chains have reached out to us. It's all been inbound, which has been amazing for us. And so we're really seeding the market now with kind of social media campaigns and other interactions with these large chains, because the AR food market doesn't exist, and we're kind of creating it, which is great for us. And then the kind of sweet spot for us is the integration into delivery apps. It's a natural place for delivery apps. They have kind of really now been disrupted by people like Caviar, actually. So now they use super high-end photography, and we're creating that next, those same photographers can capture our assets, and then we can push it through an augmented reality through their platforms. And so, there's already a ton of tablets already in restaurants. Over 100,000 tablets are currently in restaurants being used. We can integrate with their systems. And then we have a SaaS-based model that can go with people like Magnolia Bakery as catering and all these different things. And then when Web AR comes around, and we're really planning for that, then we can get into Joe's Diner and all of these places where we can have your augmented reality menu directly in front, push through just a physical menu if you need. Some days are better than others, and today we actually got green lighted on one of the biggest delivery apps. We're going to be doing a project with them, and so for a startup, that's just totally kick-ass and awesome. And so today is great, our funnel has been amazing. We've been super happy with how the early success has been. Our business model is for the large-scale food brands. If you want to make a single model and, let's say, push it through an advertising campaign, it's about $5,000 to $10,000 per model, depending on it and any kind of media we attach to it. And then what we're really working for is the $50 per model, and then $100 to $300 per model per location, depending on the package. So we have one of the biggest chains in the Middle East currently, and the biggest growing chain in the Middle East. There's a big difference there, and we've been able to get monthly fees from them, and it's been an incredible experience so far in just the first kind of 5 months. Our ecosystem is, we take the same base model of these kind of beautiful food models, and we can push them through social media and Kabak interaction. Sorry about that. 5 minutes? Your 5 minutes is up. All right. Cheers.